Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Indesit BWA81485 washing machine, and what I want to do today is to show you around the washer, some of the features and benefits that it offers. But just before we start, all I'd normally say is please subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up. What I do is I talk about household appliances like these. I do specialise in things like cordless vacuum cleaners, and there's normally a bit of tech in there as well. So just give us a quick subscribe, then we'll make a start. As far as the specification on this machine, it has a maximum load size of up to 8 kilograms, and also the spin speed goes up to 1400. We do find that that's the most popular combination, an 8 kilogram load with a 1400 spin speed. It's just a good combination, especially if you have got a family. So the front of the machine is very well laid out. You've got the programs listed on the soap drawer, just on the left hand side here. The main control dial in the middle for selecting the programs, and then you've got the display over on the right hand side here with some extra options. First of all, I'll cover some of the programs that it offers. When it comes to turn the machine on and off, you've just got the button here. That's quite obvious there, where it says on and off. And what you'll find is that it will indicate over to the right hand side here. You've got quite a few different options, things like the temperature of the program. So it really depends on the program that you've selected as to what options you can select on the right hand side here. So I'll just cover some of the programs briefly. First of all, you've got this, what they call it a 30-degree zone. We do tend to find that people are washing at much lower temperatures now. It can be more energy efficient, although the washing performance may not be quite as good on some of the programs, especially if you're washing at, say, higher temperatures. But that really depends on the fabric and how dirty the clothes are. So when it comes to program number one, on this one, the cotton 30, that's a maximum spin speed of up to 1000 spin. So despite it being a cotton program, then the maximum spin, as I say, is 1000. And even if you were to try and select, so you can go down to a no spin option if you want to, you can't go all the way up to 1400, which personally I think is a bit of a shame. I always like it where some of these programs, especially a cotton program, are offering up to a 1400 spin speed. I understand it on things like the woolen programs and some of the delicates, but anyway, that's as it is. With the second program, the synthetics, similar concept. It is up to 1000 spin as we go around to program 2. What you will find is that the load size on these are quite small as well. So despite the wash load being up to 8 kilograms, then you will find that on this, on these first two programs, the maximum you can wash is up to 4 kilograms. All you'll find is that if you were to put in a full load, then it will take quite a bit longer. On this program, you're looking at around an hour and a half. I know it doesn't display the time on the front here, and it's a similar idea for program 3. So again, that's got the maximum spin speed of up to 1000 spin and a maximum load of up to 4 kilograms, and again that takes around an hour and a half. What you'll need to do is, I'd always recommend just have a quick read through of the instructions. If you follow me on YouTube for a while, you'll perhaps know I'm not a huge fan of instructions. I do quite like to figure things out for myself rather than just reading it. But because you've not got the display on the front here, then I suppose I would recommend just have a read through the instructions, because there is a good chart in there that gives you a really good idea as to the time of the programs. Because for some people, the time of the program and how long it takes is really, really important. If you have got, say, 3 or 4 loads of washing to do, then it might be worth looking down the instructions to find a quicker program rather than putting it on one of the longer programs. While we're talking about quick programs, so program 5 here, that's the Rapid 30, and as it shows there, it's a 30-minute program. That's up to 30 degrees, so that because it's within the 30-degree zone there. What you'll also find is that it's only maximum spin speed of up to 800, so again, you can't go above that, which I do think is a shame. I suppose I'd rather it carry on for a little bit longer, perhaps another 5 minutes, but have the ability to go up to a 1400 spin, but that's just as it is. And again, that's a maximum of 4 kilogram load. As you come around to what they call the traditionals, so these are where you start to get to the full 1400 spin. So this is the main cotton program. This is where you can adjust the temperature up to 60 degrees. You can't go up to 90 here. That's really reserved for the white option at the bottom here. But yeah, with this program, then you've got the full spin speed. Your temperature range is a lot better as well. And for that program, for the cotton program, you're looking as far as the time, you are looking around 4 hours. So it is quite a long program, and that's why I said to have a look through the instructions just to see how long some of these programs take. As I say, I won't cover all of the programs, synthetics, and then you've got things like the mixed program, which tends to go down quite well. As we go to number 9, that's the one at the bottom, the Eco 40 to 60. If you are washing the full load, so up to 8 kilograms, I should have mentioned that on the cotton program you can wash the 8 kilograms as well. But as you go to this program, the Eco 40 to 60, this is a popular program now. It is on all washing machines, or it should be. And what you'll find is that this program is designed to wash clothes that are designed to be washed, or the fabric is designed to be washed at between 40 and 60 degrees. So with this one, it is limited to 40 degrees, so we'll only wash at that temperature. The beauty of it is you can spin at the full 1400, which I'm always a big fan of. I assume you've gathered that by now. I'm not really a fan of when you are limited to 800 RPM, because all you'll find is that the clothes come out a lot damper, and sometimes what you'll need to do is to swing it round to this side, round to program 16, the spin and drain, and to put it on through an extra spin. But anyway, back to the 40 to 60. So that's a popular program, and with that, the time on that is you're looking around 3.5 hours. And the white program, so number 10, this is the only program that you can wash up to 90 degrees. None of the other programs have the ability to go up to that temperature. Now, I know not a lot of people tend to do the 90 for many washes. Clearly, if you're doing things like your towels or your whites, then that's a really good one to use. And with that program, so again, you can wash the full 8 kilograms. You're looking around 2.5 hours for that, so it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things compared to some of the longer programs. As you come around to some of the special programs, you've got rapid program. With that one, that's only up to 20 degrees. So it is at a very low temperature, and that maximum spin speed is up to 800. So this is really designed as a very quick program. It's only 20 minutes long. The load size on this one is only 1.5 kilograms. So this is really good if you've been, say if you've been out, if you've been swimming, and things like the swimming costumes just need a really quick wash through. They're not dirty physically. It's not like you've been playing football or rugby or something. But the main advantage is it's just a really quick program, just a 20-minute program. Pop them in, and then away you go. As you come around to things like program 12, so you've got the duvet program. Now there are on a lot of machines now. You are finding there are quite a few specialised programs, things like the duvet program. And the main advantage of these is that the way they wash is completely different. You will find that it doesn't spin at the full RPM, so again you are limited up to 1000 spin on this one. But to be fair, you probably don't really want it to spin at the full 1400 because it won't be able to balance the load out, especially if you've got just your duvet in there. So some of these programs are really good, and to keep an eye out for some of those. Program 13, the woolen program, that's pretty standard on a lot of washing machines. As far as the temperature, you can go up to 40 degrees on this, but again the spin speed on this one is only up to 800, which is pretty standard on a lot of woolen programs. With that one, so that's a maximum load of 2 kilograms, and that takes around an hour and a half to wash. As you come around to the 20 degree, so that's program 14. With that one, you can wash up to 1400 spin, and you have got the 8 kilogram load as well. So I'll just show you that. So you've still got the full spin speed. So this is really designed as a full load, but at the very low temperature. So that could be a popular option for you. And with that program, that takes an hour and 50 to wash. So again, not too bad. And then, as I mentioned earlier, you've got things like the spin and drain and the rinse and spin options on program 15 and 16. The last program really to mention is this one. It's called Push and Go. So this one is a 30 degree wash in 45 minutes. And the idea of this, I suppose, is really just to speed everything up. So rather than having to select the program, change the spin speed if you want to, or change the temperature, what Indesit have done is they've come up with this idea called push and go. And I suppose the idea is you put all your clothes in, press and hold that for 2 seconds, and it starts, and that's it. So again, it's not the full load, it's only up to a 3.5 kilogram load, but the idea is it can go up to 1,000 spin as well. So again, quite a good option. I like that idea. As you come over to the right hand side here, I've pretty much covered the temperatures and the spin speed ranges. You have got options down here, so you've got the time delay option. So if you've got things like economy 7, where you've got cheap electricity during the night, then you can just delay it by either 3, 6 or 9 hours. So that's very good. What you will find, you have got progress indicators on the right hand side here. So you've got the washing, the rinsing, spinning and then draining, and then you will have the audible indicator at the end of the program to show you when it's ready. Now to come to the right hand side, there are some other options to select as well. The first button at the top here is called stain removal, and the idea is that it will change the washing action depending on the stain that you've got. So you've got some little symbols on the right hand side here that they're pretty good. The first one is the pizza, then you've got a spanner, then you've got some grass. So clearly if you've been, I have no idea, if you've been doing some work outside and if you're a bit oily, eating pizza on the grass, I've no idea which ones to select. But I'll just take you through the different ones first. So, but the first thing to mention is that this option isn't available on all programs. So even if you were to select, for example, the 30-degree cotton, then if it beeps 3 times, then it's not suitable for it. I'll just take you to program 10 because I know that it works okay on that. So the first option is for food. That's really for things like food, beverages. So if you've got things like ketchup down you, then that's a good one to select. And the next one is for things like workwear, whether you've got things like oil or ink on your clothes, then that's normally a good one to select. And then the next one is for outdoors. So if you've got things like grass stains on your trousers, if you've got kids, then you'll definitely know what I mean. Then that's the one to select. But as I say, it's not on all programs, so you can't select it on all of them, which is okay. The next option on here is the extra rinse. Again, it's not suitable for all programs, so let's just take that off. So you've got the extra rinse. That's really good. So if you've got somebody in the household that suffers with things like allergies, that you need an extra rinse just to get rid of any detergent residue, then that's the option to select. The one below that, this is the easy ironing option. And what you'll find is that this, if you're washing things like shirts, then you may not want it to spin at the full 1400 spin. You may want to lower the spin. So I'll just show you this. So if we were on, for example, program 10, which this one is on at the moment, if I take that off, then you do have the option to go up to a 1400. But if you add the easy ironing option, then it really reduces the spin speed, and what that will do is that will reduce the number of creases that you get in your clothes. So again, that's one to keep an eye out on. The next one at the bottom here is the child lock. If you press and hold that, normally for about 3 seconds, then what that will do is that stops little fingers coming along and playing with the buttons and dials. And then to take that off, then just press and hold that again for about 3 seconds. The light goes out and then you're ready to go. And basically once you've selected the program that you want, then you've just got the start and the pause button in the middle there. You see it's illuminating and flashing at me at the moment. It's got the pause option. I suppose if you've forgotten to put a sock in, so you just realise you've loaded the machine, press start, and then you realise you've got a sock there, you can press pause, and as long as the water level's not too high, then just press the pause button, pop the sock in, and then press start again, and then it will carry on. So when it comes to loading the clothes, it is very easy. You've got the handle on the right hand side of the door here, that just pulls open. I'm really pleased that Indesit have carried on using metal hinges and door catches. I know it's something that, again, if you're watching me on YouTube for a while, I'll try and point this out. The only reason I mention this is that some manufacturers are starting to use plastic or nylon hinges and door catches, and to be fair, it's the sort of thing that can go wrong. They do break quite easily. So as I say, I'm really pleased I've carried on using these. As far as the porthole itself, it is a good size porthole, so it's 32 centimetres or around 12 inches. So it is a good size there to get your clothes in and out of. As far as the dimensions on this model, it is 60 centimetres wide and 85 centimetres high, so those dimensions tend to be pretty standard in most washing machines nowadays. As far as the depth, so front to back, this is the main dimension that tends to vary between all of the models. And if you just measure in the machine itself, then you're looking, so to the front here, you're looking at around 57 centimetres or around 22.5 inches, so that's not too bad. If you include in things like the pipes as well, which I suppose is really the thing to look at, if you go into the front here, then you're looking around 61 centimetres or around 24 inches. So it is something that's really important. Just have a quick measure before you buy the machine. There's nothing worse than buying the machine, it turns up, you go to install it, and then it doesn't fit. For the eagle-eyed viewers of you, you will notice that inverter motor is written on the front here. Now, inverter motors are not new to the industry. We've been using them, and manufacturers have been using them for years, but they do mainly tend to be on the higher end machines. So I'm really pleased to say that Indesit have used it on this machine. The main advantage of an inverter motor is that it on the whole is quieter, and also it's more efficient, so you use less energy. And while we're talking about the energy rating, just have a look at the energy label, because you will find that some of the readings on here are actually really good. This is a B energy rating, which again, if you've been looking at washing machines recently, they do vary huge amounts. Even some of the higher end machines are down into the realms of E and F, so they're not as energy efficient as this one. So 54 kilowatt hours per 100 cycles is actually very good. It's just proving that it's an 8 kilogram load. It's showing around 3.5 hours for the wash time. That's measured on the Eco 40 to 60 program. That's the one that I mentioned earlier. 48 litres of water isn't too bad, but something just down here, so you will notice that it's a C for the noise level at 78 decibels. So just have a look at some of the readings on here and compare it to other machines in a similar price, because this is actually really good. I'll just show you around the back of the washer. This could be quite useful if you're going to install the washer yourself, just to know where everything is. So first of all, you've got the waste hose on the bottom left here. As far as the cold feed, you do get the connection in here, and you do get a new pipe with it as well. It is always recommended to try and fit a new pipe. I know for some people, if you've got extended hoses, then you may not be able to, but at least take the washers out and use the new washers when it's been installed. Also, you've got the mains at the top left here. Just in the middle, you've got these, which are transit bolts. They are imperative to take out, so you have to take these out. If you don't, then it will damage the machine, and that won't be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. If you're thinking of buying one of these machines, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Indesit BWA81485. I should have mentioned earlier, and I did forget, that it does come in different load sizes. So there are different load sizes it arrives in, and also different colours as well. You have got other colours, things like silver and black as different options, and also some of the other load sizes like 9 kilograms and above as well. But clearly, for the purpose of this video, I've been showing you the 8 kilogram. But as I say, I hope you enjoyed this quick video on this machine. All I'd normally do is ask for comments on it, on the video, whether you liked it or not. If there's something that I've missed that you wanted me to cover, then just pop it in the comments below. Again, I do always ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put my teeth back in then. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. I'd always appreciate that. But anyway, thanks for watching.